Hello everybody and welcome back. We're going to play some Farming Simulator here. I need to stop coughing at the beginning of all these recordings, for crying out loud. So let's get out of here. It's fine. And I ended up losing the last recording. I had some problems. But no. We filled up silo number 3. It holds about 25,000. I don't know what exactly these numbers are, maybe 1,000. Oh, an I, but I don't know what I is. I'm sure it's probably some European type thing, because I'm pretty sure this is a really, really huge game in Europe compared to like the United States where I am and stuff. So we're almost done with Silo 2. We had Silo 1 already full, and that one's put some biogas in the trailer, which I'm not hooked up to yet. And so we're doing this field. I think this is the first one, so this one should pop soon after. And then this one, by the time we're done, hopefully should pop soon after. While we're waiting for him, either way, I bought a field over here, so I'll be able to start planting that in a couple minutes once I get this guy pretty much done over here. I'm going to have I'm going to do a little catch-up type thing and actually start cultivating the field before I do anything else. Start planting. I want to get all these fields in a row, all going pretty much one by one, you know what I mean? So let's move on to the closest one. Make the farm more efficient. Still getting some canola here. And I had a question on one of my other videos, I think it was just the last one of this, about how I record, and I mean, I have trouble recording sometimes. My tablet, like, I download stuff and I do all this stuff, and I gotta remember, I gotta shut it down after pretty much every recording, or clear out all the cacks and everything, or else it ends up getting screwed up just because of the memory management on Android. Is, you know, there's stuff always running in the background. Gotta make sure, you know, I got stuff on a list to not run, or just not have it if I don't need that, especially if I don't really use it all that often, you know. But I still need to do more things, but I mentioned in one of them, my girlfriend got Facebook back, and when it like updated and like everything popped up in the bar over here, it would just crash completely, you know what I mean? It just because it would be on auto update, and it would just update everything, like, obviously, you know what I mean, like Instagram, Tumblr, whatever, all that stuff she uses, and I don't have any of it, you know what I mean? Alright, you're gonna not do these last 3 like a good boy. I'm gonna do 2 and waste my time and money, so... Oh! You wait right here. Boom! This guy down there, I'll bring him back up. I'm on the wrong side. I do not know what I'm doing. That's cool. But I had a question about like recording and stuff, like, because like I said, it's a pain. Sorry, I keep getting lost. Still pretty tired. Hopefully today was the last bad day at work. Our wonderful Valentine's Day is tomorrow, and we are done with flowers, extra flowers, obviously not done with them, but we are done with ridiculous amounts of flowers in our warehouse that I work at. So hopefully no more crazy late nights. But as far as recording goes, I have a Anda. It's a Chinese tablet. It comes in Chinese. You just got to change the language. Most of them, I believe, come pre-rooted, but some of them don't. I think this one was, but I still installed, what is it? It came with ICS on it, I believe, 4.0 point whatever update it was on, and then I put Jelly Bean on it, and it works a lot better on Jelly Bean. That's the only thing I did. I flashed the new software, which might even started coming on to it, because right after, like a couple weeks after I got the tablet, they released it, but it was you have to download it from their website and flash it yourself rather than have it do it through system updates. But it might actually be getting shipped with it now, because it seems a lot more stable than when I first got it. Like, it ran better, but certain things were just screwed up, you know what I mean? And actually now, with this version, I need to see if there is another updated version of it, because the most recent thing is, I don't know if you noticed, I always have my battery plugged in all the time, and no matter what, it always says that it's 100%, that it's charged, you know, and sometimes when I plug it in, it'll go down to 97, I think, and say charging, but when I first plug it in, it says 100% charged, no matter how long I have it. Like, I'll take it out for a little while. I had it hooked up to my computer, and I'll show you, it'll just keep saying 100%, so I'll leave it out for a little bit. And that's the thing I don't like, especially when I'm gaming and recording. Probably this doesn't have that strong of a battery as it is, so it probably just tears the thing up, you know what I mean? Just utterly tear it up. You know, start putting the seeds down over here, because when this guy's done with this, he's done. We'll be able to run the trailer. But, anyways, back to what I was saying. About, yeah, so, the tablet itself is pretty good. It's got, what is it, A9 Amlogic, or Cortex A9 Amlogic, somewhere along those lines, and then the letter number, model number, blah, blah, blah. And a Mali 400, which isn't that, it's really not a good GPU, but, it is, decent, and it's got supposedly a quad core of it, but I really don't know. I never knew you could have multiple GPU cores in a tablet, so I don't know if that's real or not. But like I said, it's a Chinese tablet, and those guys are pretty crazy when it comes to this kind of stuff. But I like it a lot. Why did I drive from over here? I was just thinking that in my head, like, what am I doing? So I got it from there, and this one is probably their cheapest one right now, their cheapest model. It's V701, I believe I said that, and it was $90 American, so it's pretty cheap and to be able to do this stuff with. Now, and then the next thing you have to do, because it doesn't come with Super User, or pretty much, it's like a, what do you call it? It asks for like the right to use root. It's a permission thing. It's pretty much like the permissions when you download an app. You pretty much give yourself permission in the system to do whatever, you know what I mean? When it says system permissions and stuff, it goes through that kind of check, except it doesn't go into the root file and nothing's allowed in there. But when you have this, especially, so you have to be careful, obviously, some of the stuff you use. If you just let any old random developer root access, you know, they can get into almost anything. If it also has internet access, you know what I mean? You need to turn him off. I'm going to switch. Anyways, and then to record, I use something called Screencast. It's right here. It says recording right now. This would be where videos are saved, but I delete them. He said he fixed it, but I mean, at least on my tablet. Like I said, it's a Chinese tablet. It's pretty widely supported, but there's a lot of stuff you can't get on it. But you usually have the save videos here, but sometimes in here there'll be one, but if you go in the gallery, there'll be like 3. And you're like, but if you delete one, it deletes it out of here, and then the file is unplayable. But there's 3 thumbnails and 3 ways you can play the video. I've messed around with it. I don't think any one. This one says I can record at 42 frames a second, which if I record, I think it goes 10, 15, 21, 25, 30, and 40. If I go anything above 21, I instantly crash most games within 5 minutes, sometimes just upon loading them, you know, so I'm going to start preloading some games before I start playing now, too. It tells you how much memory you use, how long, total frames, and how many frames a second, and it's a benchmark. Weird thing, on my Resound, I get a way higher benchmark, but it only gets like 20 frames a second max. Here you can change all your settings. I guess high, that was another problem I was having. I had it set on high, and that's only for like Samsung phones, like more specifically the S3 and like any certain Samsung tablets. and then 21 frames a second. Obviously, you can time lapse it up to 15. Record audio, it goes through the mic. Minimize when you tap recording, that's why you never see it when I start recording. And something else for Samsung. Also has screenshots, which doesn't work on this because I don't have a search button, and that's what you need. You can also flip the phone, but I find that it doesn't really work that, like, all the time. It doesn't work, so. But anyways, back to this. But that's how I do it, and you could also, I was told, like, when I was asking certain, like, game people, like, if I could use their stuff on my channel, you know what I mean? And they're like, sure, if you can figure out, if you can record it, you know what I mean? If you can output it to some sort of recorder. So my tablet, or my computer, doesn't have a, because that was the way I was going to do it, have a HDMI in. It's just an HDMI out. I would need a different graphics card. And so I can't do that with this particular one. No. Oh, okay. Because I don't have the HDMI in. I guess I could have plugged it into my TV too, they said. Someone was telling me. I could plug it into my TV, and if I have some kind of screen recording thing, like, I mean, a TiVo won't work, I don't think, because you can't upload those. I don't know if it just records straight the screen. I think you have to select the actual program in itself. But you know what I mean. If you have something that can record your TV screen, which I believe would be the same way, you'd have to HDMI out it or something. Like if you're recording PlayStation games and stuff, you would actually take it straight from the PlayStation, I believe, and then get a splitter. Because I tried doing that before and I couldn't figure it out. I got the USB thing, but like it plugs in through USB, but you can't do that with a tablet. And I just couldn't figure it out with my PlayStation. Like, I think my computer just wasn't fast enough. It's only, I mean, it's a crappy old Inspiron with dual-core 2.2 and with integrated graphics. And I think the USB is 2.0. Pretty sure. I might be thinking Bluetooth, but I'm not 100% sure. Get this stuff out of you. But that's how I do it. And then there's obviously the easiest way is just get a camcorder. And this was what I was gonna do too. I was just gonna somehow prop my phone up in front of me, or like make some stupid thing to have it sitting on me recording while I was playing with the tablet right in front of me. You know what I mean? Something like that. But and as far as rooting your device goes, most devices you'll actually void your warranty. So you got to make sure you know what you're doing. You have to, for most of them, most phones, at least as far as I know, the best and most effective, easiest way to do it is through command prompt on your computer using an Android development kit that you can download. But like I have an HTC, like HTC will allow you to unlock their bootloader and do this. You just have to make an account, you know, with your name and device model, and then be like, pretty much, I'm voiding my warranty right now. If I screw this up, it's not their fault, you know, they're letting me do this, and blah, blah, blah. That was pretty interesting. Because, I mean, I did the tablet and everything, and I was just like, I'm going to do my phone. And now my phone, it's running awesome, and it's got awesome software. I don't know, I forgot the name of the guy who made it, but I know it's called Ecliptic Res for Resound. And it is freaking awesome. It's one of the best things I ever did. But I think I'm gonna let this one off here. Play something a little different. I want to see how long this video went. Make sure it went all set, and that I finally resolved everything again. Because, like I said, I was having problems. So until next time, hopefully I'll get another video, maybe 2 out tonight. I will see you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.